what were your influences for Content Cop? Because, like, for instance, how did you decide to make music videos as part of it? How did you decide to do the opening where you're dressed in a police uniform and you're just fighting your friend? Like, where did all of that stuff come from?
I don't know. It was like my eyes were opened a little after I did Hair Cake with Max Mofo and Filthy Frank. I was like, you know, this is fun. Like, I could probably do a lot more like skits and stuff like that. So I just, you know, when I got back home from Australia, I said, all right, I'll do some of this stuff. And I just immediately started doing it. I mean, it's one of those things. I think at the time I was like a little bit frustrated with some of the things I was seeing on YouTube and the sorts of things I was seeing that were successful. So I was like, all right, I could riff on these things and not feel bad about it. So that's what I did. And as far as like the skits and doing the different things like the music video and all this sort of stuff, it's like with each one, I'm trying to do something a little bit different because I think that's sort of important. So I don't like stagnate and I don't, and just for personal growth as well. Like, I'm not a musical guy. Like, you know, I was nervous, and I think if I'm not sort of a little bit nervous making one of these videos, then it probably won't, you know, be what I want at the end of the day. So I try to make each one of them a little bit different, a little bit out of my comfort zone. So that's also why they take so long to make. It's not as if I'm stewing over the script for a year. It's like, no, I'm just like thinking of an idea and saying, nah, that's too similar. Nah, that's too easy or too whatever, too out there. So I would say a lot of the process is simply like just crossing things off in my head and just thinking about new stuff. I don't know.
So when you did, you do a few of the Content Cops, and occasionally you've gotten in a bit of trouble with them.
Oh, I've never gotten in trouble from a Content Cop. It's funny you would say that. What trouble have I gotten in?
But do you receive a lot of heat from the fans of the creators who
Not
you
at
feature?
all.
No, nothing?
Not
really?
at all. Yeah. I mean, that's just it. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I kind of expect the worst. So when I expect the worst, like what it comes back with is, I don't know, it's very underwhelming. Like, I would say that the most heat I've gotten is like someone would comment some shit like, yeah, iDubbbz is barely uploading videos in 2018, but Rice Gum has been featured in a Super Bowl ad and his song is platinum. And I'm like, all right, okay. Like,
you could barely contain your laughter as you're saying that.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know, like heat, not really. It's like, what are you going to say? Like anything you say is like, I don't know. Yeah.
Has anybody tried to really strongly do to you what you do with Content Cop?
Like to me, or like a copycat, or what do you mean?
Yeah, like really break you down. I mean, I know Rice Gum had his response and stuff like that, but he only did that because you made a video about him. Right. Has anybody tried to throw it back on you in any meaningful way?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have. I think I've come across a couple videos. Not anything massive, but like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people have, and I totally welcome it. I think it's like, so occasionally people will joke like, the next Content Cop is Content Cop iDubbbz. He's going to do one on himself. And it's like, that doesn't work. Like, there's in no world does that work, because like I have full control over it. Like, I'm extremely biased, and like the only way for it to work is for someone else to do it on me, and you know, that way it'll be, you know, as I guess as potent as it would be if I did it on someone else, sort of thing. So
yeah, but you know how to do it on yourself now that you watched that tutorial from that old man on how to do the split screen.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's great.
Watermelon Cop.
With the continued success though of Content Cop, do you feel pressure to choose the next target? Is that like something that you kind of stay up thinking about,
not
or
really.
is it not really?
Yeah, I don't give much thought to it. I'm just trying to think of like other series and other stuff that I can do that will not, because that's the thing, right? Like, I know that really nothing will probably like reach that level of like virality and like get people as stirred up, because people love the fucking like rivalry and the drama and all that shit. You're noticing it with like, Shane Dawson's series right now. It's like, as long as there's some fucking tea and drama and all that, it's like, you're going to get the views. So, you can do that. I can keep chasing that. But like, my intention is to be happy producing stuff that doesn't get as many views. Not that I wouldn't, do anything drama filled in the future. It's just, I need to not be disappointed if my views are a little bit low. So I'm trying to remain, I guess, humbled in that way.